Hi everyone, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We are a cloud nation, we're an emerging nation. We're the United States of the world, and we've been around for about 4.5 years, putting in solid foundations, and we're now expanding our economy to improve the liquidity and value of our currency, and that'll benefit all our citizens because all our citizens hold our currency. If you are a citizen, then you are eligible for free handouts of our currency every month. Anybody can become a citizen. You just come along, register, prove you're a real person, and that's it. There's no fee, no obligation. There are lots of things that most of our members want to get involved in, but they are totally optional. Once you become a member, you will start to understand that you are seen simply as a human being, regardless of your colour, class, creed, gender, financial status, educational level. None of it matters. We just see everybody as a human being. We recognise that all human beings are unique, have something unique to offer our community, and therefore of equal value to every other member of our community. It's a non-separatist ideology, and we have a little affirmation in a moment that helps us with that ideology. We have a little prayer before that affirmation, and that is to help us find true happiness in life. If you've got a lot of money and you're not happy, that can't really be classed as successful. Money can't buy you happiness. It will create short-term pleasure when you buy some of the things you've always wanted or pay off your debts, this sort of thing. But to achieve true, lasting happiness, that inner joy that is always with you, you can only achieve that. You can't buy it. You can only achieve it through loving service to others. And the great thing about being of loving service to others is not only do you make other people happy, make yourself blissfully happy always, but also it'll attract automatically into your life everything else that you want and need, whether it's relationships, money, holidays, vacations, travel, houses, cars, whatever it may be. It'll all start happening for you without stressing out and chasing after it. All you've got to do is share love and abundance, okay? And it'll change your life very much for the better. Before we have that little prayer and the affirmation, let me welcome everybody. Whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the replay, you are equally welcome. I know that not everybody can make 7 p.m. London time. There's no best time for everybody. So we have a lot of people that do watch the replay, and that's fine. You are just as welcome in the replay as you are live. The advantage of being here live, of course, is that if you have any questions, you can answer them, and hopefully I'll be able to answer them. If I can't, I'll find the answers for you. Okay, so let's see who we've got in now before we have a little prayer. We've got Ramachandra in from Watford in England. We've got Peter from Cameroon, Africa. We've got Deborah from Southern Alabama in USA. Colin from South Africa. Eric from Quebec in Canada. Norman from Doncaster in England. So let's get started right away with that short prayer, the affirmation, and then I'll bring you up to date with everything else. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service. And through service, bless them that they may attract true happiness and everything they want into their lives. Amen. And our little affirmation. We're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, Nobody else cropped up so far. Right, let me bring you up to date development-wise. We've been working on getting that spillover effect into our 777 plan. It is complicated. There are lots of sort of variables and we have to check it out. And it's probably going to take most of next week. Once we get that done and up before the end of next week, hopefully, we will reactivate the plucking of members from our pool into the assisted entry places, and that will give the 777 plan a big boost almost immediately. We have quite a lot of people in that pool, but they won't last for very long. They'll be gone, certainly, I would think, by the end of this month. And after that, anybody that joins We Share Abundance will pretty much automatically be put into the 777 plan. If they pay, they'll be in it immediately, as soon as they pay. If somebody pays it forward for them, they'll be in it as soon as somebody pays it forward for them. And if they have neither of those two things happening, after 7 days, they'll be eligible for somebody to pick them out of. It'll be automatic. It's not like somebody will be there choosing. The system will automatically allocate them into one of those assisted entry places. So within about a week of joining, nearly everybody in We Share Abundance will be in our 777 plan once that pool is used up, and it won't take very long. People say, oh, but there's a lot of people in that pool. Yeah, there are. There are over 20,000 people, but they will be very, very quickly used. And then we'll be into that situation where people will be just constantly added into the 777 plan. I've not heard from Vishnu, I think his name's Vishnu, today, which doesn't please me. So unless he comes up with some really good reasons, he's not going to be the man we want. We've got to have people that are in constant contact and letting us know what's going on. We have Devyani working. She did put in place the power line, but it's wrong. But it's not Devyani's workings that's wrong. I didn't realize that when Rohit made the change, he changed it for everybody. It should have only been changed for the paid members to the total free members, but it appears that everybody shows that in their power line number in their dashboard, and that is totally wrong. Somebody that joined, an hour or so ago has 0 people. It should show 0. Somebody that joined yesterday will probably have a few. 2. I'll give you the numbers in a minute, but it's not right. Now, I've messaged Rohit and hopefully we'll get that sorted out quickly. He's not responded to me yet, but I found that earlier in the day anyway, probably this morning sometime, and Rohit can sometimes be a little bit difficult to get hold of, but when you do get hold of him, he fixes things. So it will be sorted out, but it's not correct at the moment, and that needs correcting. But we're basically on pretty much the last thing that we need before we reintroduce that selection of people from the pool. We will have the link for people's emails added, but that can be added afterwards once we have the rest of it activated, because it doesn't affect the placements. All it affects is the fact that you'll be able to communicate with people and jolly them along a little bit to get people put into their allocated positions, otherwise the plans slow us down. That pretty much is all I can tell you about the development. I was hoping to get much more done today than I have. I don't know why. Some days things take a lot longer. One thing that did crop up was I did mention that everybody that was a paid member of the 777 plan got a bonus. Now, I can't remember whether I said they got a bonus in ad credits or not, but people have been coming on saying, I can't see the bonus. Where's my bonus? And the bonus is in ad credits, and the only way you'll see it is because your ad credit balance in your text ads and your banner ads will have increased. And I think it was increased by 400 in each of those two places. And the reason we increased it is because when some people renewed, they didn't get the credit that they should have got when they paid their next, $10. So rather than spend time finding everybody that didn't get what they should have had, we just said, oh, give it to everybody and that sorts it out. So that's why for some people it's a bonus, for some people it is your right, okay? But that's where you'll find it. It's in your ad credits. I noticed we've got a couple more people in. We've got Richard in from Devon in England. We've got Don in from British Columbia in Canada, I think. Yeah, Vancouver Island. We've got Maureen in from London in England. So that's where we are. I did get pretty much caught up yesterday on things, but for some reason I think there were bits and pieces that needed to be done today, which dragged over, which weren't really being caught up, but there were things that perhaps I would have got onto yesterday that I only got onto today. So all in all, not been very productive, but we are moving forward. We have made progress and we are always moving forward. I would like to get somebody else started testing for development. So I'll be looking at that tomorrow, see if I can get in touch with somebody and get somebody else started. The project that Vision is working on is, I told you yesterday, I think it is on tidying up the login ads dashboard. The next project that somebody will get to test them will be the tidying up of the multiple income streams. That at the moment is really messy. Some ads are really big because there isn't any standard format for that. So it will be nice to get that tidied up and looking a little bit better, and to be able to search for, if you're only interested in free opportunities, we can bring up the different categories, free opportunities or crypto opportunities or whatever else. We can categorize things. We put a search feature in that'll help people. So they're my sponsors opportunities, be putting that in. At the moment, not a lot of people are adding programs, but some people are. But at the moment, it requires membership of the Easy Business Builder plan, and you can't buy that. People can still get in there if they got a coupon code, but they're not going to find it much good. I did want to get out a draft document for the new Easy Business Builder plan today, but I just haven't managed to do it. I'll be looking to get it done tomorrow, and if I do, the people on the live will be able to access that document. People that don't get on the live won't. It's going to be as simple as that. When I say the live, it won't matter if you are watching the replay, because should still come up in the comments in the appropriate place and everything else. Okay. Numbers. Let me do numbers before I forget. Last 24 hours, we had an increase of just 1 in the 777 plan. That is the lowest we've had for a long time. So come on, folks, get your finger out. Just 1 increase to 23,457. We only had an increase of 2 in our registered members. That could be a net increase because there will be people that are being removed that didn't verify their email, and there'll be quite a few over the last week or so that people were bringing in just to fill in spaces in the 777 plan without there really being proper people, if you like. Now, even if they were somebody and they were genuinely a name, and they weren't really genuine members because they didn't verify their emails. They were just being added by people. Quite often, I believe, they would have just been invented names and put in, give them a username, put them in, so I can get my commission. Wrong attitude. We've plugged that loophole, but people will find more as we go on. They always do. Anyway, net increase. We have 49,929 registered members. So what it means is there is about 26,000 in that pool for the 777 plan, and that will, as I say, be quickly used up once we reactivate the system to pluck people out of there. We have an increase of 2 also in our active members to 3,079. An increase of 8 in the paid share hope plan. Everybody that is a member of We Share Abundance is automatically in the power line, but until they become a pro member for just $2.50 a week, they are just classed as a free member in that power line. Once they upgrade, then they are pro members. We now got exactly 500, but I believe when it ran earlier on, I think it ran with 499 or something like that. So it still is an increase on our best previous number. It will, for a while, tend to go up and down a little bit until we start to see people really understanding the benefits of that plan. It is the best plan, the best power line plan, definitely, that is available, regardless of what else is out there. I know that there are some that are more established, have their model in place and their products deliverable and this sort of thing. But from a compensation plan point of view, ours is a better plan. Okay. Anybody that made 20 grand in Live Good, for example, or in Got Backup is the other big one at the moment. I think that's more popular at present than Live Good. I think Live Good went Zoom and it's probably tailing off a little bit now. Got Backup was really a clone of the Live Good compensation plan. We are neither. We are not a clone of either of them. The power line is designed to help everyone, which most power line plans don't. They'll only help people that are active, basically. Okay. So yeah, so we have that now at 500. We'll just see where we are next Friday. We're not in a sprint here. We are in a marathon. The shareholder power line plan we are building for generations, not to zoom up to a few million and then start disappearing. We are going to be steadily building it. Yeah, at some point it will take off and grow quickly, but it will continue to grow because we have that difference in things, in the way that it works. Multiply Weezer, no change in the membership base. We did log in and we got enough to take us up to 10,542.53 in the bonus pool, which is about $1 on yesterday. I don't think I've got any more news, and I can't see any questions, which is unusual. No questions coming in. I did try and get Beyond Infinity to let us know who the who are the people that are going to get cars paid for this month. They still haven't released the figures. Last week I asked them and they said it would be released this week. So far nothing has been put forward. They have been enthusing over the OTC, what's that called, over-the-counter crypto project that they have, which is linked to the node licenses that people have been buying. They are still available until the 27th, so you've got another couple of weeks. And then the chance to get the nodes at that price of 250 will be gone forever. They will be a minimum of $1,000 going forward after the 27th of September, sorry. I jumped a couple of months. If you think that the nodes project is a good one, I think it has the potential to be good. I think it will generate income. How much, nobody knows. How fast it'll grow, nobody knows. But yeah, I believe it has potential. So if you are of the same mind, get in before the 27th of September. You don't want to be paying 4 times the price and losing the founder member status or whatever they call it. Master node holders, I think they call it, which are going to get some additional benefits. I'm not sure what they are. They've not released the compensation plan yet, but they are talking about getting it out fairly soon. The compensation plan will be related, I think, that they're going to announce to people selling nodes in the future, rather than what the nodes are going to passively produce, because until they get everything up and running and working, nobody has the slightest clue of how powerful the plan is going to be, how many people are going to get involved, how fast it's going to grow, what percentage. Well, they can calculate what percentages can be given to the nodes, but percentages of what? They have no idea how much trade will be there. I have asked questions about some of the functions of the thing, and I've not really got a clear answer from them on that. So we're just going to have to wait and see what they come up with. But potentially it is a better bet than buying a car at the moment, because the cars at the present rate, it's going to take them thousands of years to get everybody their car. Will people be using cars in 1,000 years? I know they do have plans to speed it up. They're not going to be accepting payments into the car plan from the end of this year for, I think, originally it was 1 year, but I think they changed it to 2 years to get everybody in the car plan up to date and with their new vehicle. But it's a mammoth task, believe me. And they're still taking in car plan payments at a colossal rate, and they're just going to be added into the backlog for another 3 months, really, isn't it? Over 3 months, 3.5 months. So if the nodes do pay off, they will be paying out much faster than you're going to get your car, is my opinion. I may be wrong, okay? So the nodes are probably a better option at the moment, particularly while you can get that master node holder advantage and buy a node license for $250. Well, you've got to put $500 in. You can still go into our co-op and put $50 in, or multiples of $50 up to $250. That won't get you master node status. It gets We Share Abundance Limited, or whatever we're called. Can't remember what our corporate name is. Might be just Share Abundance. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's in our corporate name. That will get master node status. But if you're in the co-op, you won't. All you're getting is, when we get paid anything into that account, it just is shared out amongst the shareholders in relation to the number of shares they have. So if you can do your 500 personally, then fine, do that. If you can't, but you still want to get involved, you can get involved in multiples of $50 for a maximum of 5 shares. $50, $100, $150, $200, or $250. Okay. We got Sam in from Abuja in Nigeria as well. I've got most of my things on my list ticked off. I don't believe I have any more news for you. So there's a little point in hanging around, folks. And you need more time to get out there and bring people in, because just one into the 777 plan in the last 24 hours means that you're slipping up a little bit on what you've been doing. Okay, so that's it from me, folks. I will be here, same time, same place, tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. You will be enjoying your weekend, enjoying the sun if it's sunny, the rain if it's rainy, whatever the weather. Enjoy it, but always find a way to share some love and abundance and be of service to others. And you will benefit, the people that you're helping will benefit, our community will benefit, and joy will be abundantly spread. Okay, until tomorrow, I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator, always wear a smile. See you later, alligator, Go the extra mile, see you later, alligator. Come on, let's dance in a wild crocodile. Woo!